These DeLorean Ultra Rare price trend charts might surprise you. Let's talk some VeVe strategy. What's up, gang? It is Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro, back again with a report on the action with the DeLorean Ultra Rare sales on eBay. I want to talk about what's happened since the drop and the trends that I see that are going on and what I think is going to happen in the future. In fact, I've got notes that I need to share with you to talk about my strategy. Yay! And I want to get your input too. But to start it off, we're going to talk about what's happening with the Ultra Rare DeLorean on eBay. I want to show you some interesting information here. If I can bring up the correct chart here. Let's go down here and find my charts. Here are my charts. This is what I did. I went to eBay and I started collecting data ever since the first day on April 8th of the drop. And I started charting so we could get a price chart, just like a crypto, but of an individual NFT. And so what you're looking at here is when it first popped up on eBay, it came out at $850 and then the price ran up to $1,200. That's for one Ultra Rare DeLorean. Well, as you can see, it immediately sank. It went to 600, back to 1,000, down to 550, back up to 1,000, up and down, 900, touched 1,000 again. And then you see this overall trend line where it started to find a bottom on that first day. And the ending point of the day, the data for eBay, and this is not counting the outliers. And there are some estimates in here. If it was a buy it now price and someone gave an offer, I had to estimate what the amount would be based on the average of how much that people are willing to give up. Like if it's a $500 and it was a best offer, it's usually going to be between $20 and $50 of that buy it now price. There was a trick where you could look up into the source code. I used to do that and you could find out the exact price, but that doesn't work anymore because eBay got smart. So moving on to April the 9th, let's see what sales did. So we started at 400, bouncing around. We touched at 500, sank back down towards 300, flirting with the 300 line. Then it popped back up. We had a nice sale up there at 650, and then it broke the 300 line for the first time. Popped back up again, came back down to 300, and ended the day at 500. So let's look at April 10th. April 10th started off under the 400 line, and we touched 300. Came back up above 400, nearly hitting 500 a couple times, and then started to settle down again. And then here we have April 11th, starting at 400, moving up to 6, sailing back down to below 300, flirting around with this line for a little bit, and then it moved back up. And I thought, well, maybe the bottom is in, but it wasn't. Because on April the 12th, we started at 250. Not too good. So here we are bouncing around. I think on this day, I sold one of mine for $300. And I was glad to do that because I made somebody happy. And I know some people say, you're stupid if you sell any of these things. You ought to hang on to it till it's worth $10,000. Well, that's not fair because I think that $300 is still a lot. But it was enough for me to be willing to give up one of mine for someone that did not get one. Now, I put in a lot of work to get my ultra rares, and I feel like that was a fair price. And even though I've seen them go a lot higher, I made somebody happy, and I'm not too greedy to say that I've got to hold out forever until I get that super high price. Now, look at the 13th. Woo, starting out the day at 250 and then going down from there. And there was a buy it now that I don't have on the chart that was $200. And I passed up on that. I should have done it, but I thought, well, I don't need to be greedy. I wanted to buy that and flip it or maybe put it on the market because on the market, we have noticed that the prices are going up, but that's the next topic. Now, here are all 6 days and you see a clear pop. This is just like an ICO, okay? We come out of the box hot and then the sales, the price goes down. All right, and we're approaching the 200 line, and we did end up with that one sale for $200 to end the last day. I think this is the data through halfway the 13th today. I stopped collecting data at about 1 o'clock to make these charts. So that's what we're looking at on eBay. Now, the interesting thing is for me is that with the market coming back open, I thought that the market would drag the prices down, but it has not. Now, on the ultra rare, we see prices going up. On the common and the rare, they're not doing anything. They're not budging. In fact, they're stagnant, and you can pretty much get those for the price that they were on the drop day. So I have seen several on eBay at less than the asking price from drop day. And there are still people who every now and then are selling commons on eBay for less than $30. I don't understand that, but maybe they overloaded and needed to get rid of some of their inventory. So I'm thinking of probably my strategy on the common is to wait a while and sit on it. That's a nice one to collect. So I've got a few of those sitting around, and there was plenty of them where I don't feel bad for having a nice little collection. I have 15 of them. And so there's still plenty out there. You can still buy them for less than what I even paid for them. So I don't feel as if I'm hoarding them and keeping people who really wanted one not being able to buy one. So everybody has a chance to get that right now. So later on, if the price soars, hey, it's all fair game, because that's the demand that might be kicking in. Maybe closer to Christmas time, we'll see those prices come up. All right, so this has changed my strategy for inventory. Instead of loading up like a madman on these drops, I'm thinking it's time to settle down a little bit and keep it manageable, because I've got a good enough inventory. I have about maybe 275 of these things. And that's good enough. And I've sold enough on eBay. We're going to come back to this. Let me jump to eBay real quick and just show you what I'm doing there. If I can find, where is my eBay tab? I just had it just a moment ago. Here it is right here. Okay, so here's my eBay. And I put several of these up for listing, and they're selling for prices that are less than what you'll see on the market for the most part. And I'm okay with that. Jason Fabach, 250. I've got some views, no watchers. That's on a 30-day. I'm finding out that the 30-day listings don't go. Here's a Lumpy Space Princess. I've got 2 bids. It's sitting at 99. Here's a Ghostbusters 1 logo. I've got 1 bid sitting at $300 and a day to go. That's not bad. Average price on that has been $350 to $500 here in the last few days as it's starting to come up a little bit. Here's one of my rare DeLoreans, 1 bid at $80. I'm going to save my last one that I have and sell it as a package deal, because I see people selling all 3 of the collection together as a nice package deal. Here is a Brian Bollard Penguin. I've got 4 watchers, 1 bid at $200. That'll probably bring $350. Here's an Ice King, 7 bids. This one's hot. I got a day and 8 hours left, and it's at 132 already, and I had to buy it now at 150, getting some nice action. All right, next I have a Metallo, and I'm pleased to see this one taking the initial bid at $100. I have a buy it now at 250 with 5 watchers. That one's coming up. Here's another one that I have, no bids left. Lumpy, not Lumpy, Jake the dog. He looks like a Lumpy. I got 1 bid, $39. That was the opening bid. Not bad. And I put a buy it now of $150 because I saw one go for $300, and I don't know why one of these would have gone for such a high price unless that was a scam or somebody bidding on their own stuff. But this has got a lot of views and a watcher, and it seems that people are giving a lot of attention to Jake the dog. Here's a Jason Fabach on a 30-day, not doing anything. It's a dud at $289. And there's my Robin. Buy it now at $2,200 with 44 views and no watchers. Very interesting. And then last but not least, here is my Starfire. I have 3 watchers, 33 views, $1,750. I'm not going to budge on that one. If it doesn't sell, I'll just wait. Okay. So I had a few others. I've sold quite a few. Let's go to sold so I can show you what that's looking like. Okay, I can't get to that. I can't scroll over. Well, at any rate, I've had quite a few sell, and I've sold about maybe $1,500 worth, and it'll be over $2,000 by next week. And so some people say, don't sell on eBay because you don't get the token burn. Well, that's too bad. I'm in this for money, and I've got to recoup some of my investment, and that's my choice. And so I will sell on the app, and they will get the token burn. But I bought enough that there have been enough token burns on this that I have contributed. And plus, I bought into this from the token standpoint. And as you know, I'm a 1 million bag holder. So I'm doing my part to support the company. I will support the company. Let's just look in the market here real quick and look at some of these prices here. Tropicana, there's 42 listed here. Let's go up and just show you the Back to the Futures and show you what the DeLorean Interactive Rare is doing. $299, $369, $359, $349, $329. There's a lot in the threes now, so this price is coming down today. Then you have the ridiculous people asking for ridiculous prices that probably won't get sold for a long time. Here's an auction at $275, auction at $260, $2,600. That's ridiculous, and so on and so forth. So right now, it looks like the selling price is in the low 300s. Is this a time to get these and flip them? What do you think? Would you buy some of these at 300 and flip them? Let me know what you think about that. Let's look at maybe a couple others. I've got a bid here on a Lady Rainicorn. I sold one of my own for $550, and they're going for $650 here on eBay. I did get outbid there. Okay. Let's look at what the prices are on the rest of them. Ooh, here's a bid at $425, $1,900, $15,000, not going to happen. A bid at $399, straight up price of $550. Okay, so I did pretty good. $549. The prices are coming down. $550. And so I took cash, not gems. We still can't convert gems to OMI and backwards, and we definitely cannot convert gems to cash. So if you can't convert it to OMI tokens and sell it that way, then I certainly will continue on with a little bit more of eBay sales until I am break even. I have invested $6,000 some odd dollars into the NFTs. I've sold off $2,000 worth. I will sell 4,000 more, and then I'll break even, and then I'll buy a few on every drop and not lose my head about it. And I'm not going to overload on these things. What I want, my strategy is to have enough of an inventory that I can sell each week and pay some bills, because that's why I'm in this, to trade and to make some money and to save a few. And I want to keep one of all of my favorites. So I've got some good ones that I will not ever sell. My Ultraman, I have the set of 3, and then I have the 2D coming someday soon. I won't get rid of that. So certain ones I will keep. And then on the ones that I don't think are going to sell well, like the Mermacornos, I'm going to do giveaways. So stay tuned, because I'm going to have some type of system set up where you will either be able to drop into my email list, and I'm going to start blogging about this, where you get notifications on my blogs, and then you'll get first choice when I list something cheap on eBay, because I'm going to sell this stuff for 20, 30% possibly below what the going rate is, just to give other people a chance to, get their foot in the door for the Johnny come lately. So if you want a good purchase via eBay and it's safe there, then you might want to subscribe to my blog. And then what I will do is maybe a weekly giveaway, or maybe monthly. We'll just see how that happens. But I do plan on giving away several of the Mermacornos. So post in the comments if you would like to see a giveaway, and if you would be interested in getting on an email list for notifications about me blogging about what's happening, because I want to blog about this, and I think that will go well with my video updates on strategy for collecting, trading, selling, and the things that are happening with the company. Okay, so the extremes of VeVe inventory. All right, so what I'm seeing that happens on the drops, the history of what has transpired to this point. In the beginning, when I first got in, you would have a drop. Everything would sit there for weeks, if not months, and items were not selling across the board. You could get common, uncommon, rare, ultra rare, and even secret rare without even getting up early in the morning and opening up the app. There was no such thing as app crashes or anything like that. There were glitches, but the system wasn't overloaded. Then we went to phase 2, the immediate sellout on every drop. That's where we're at right now. But we might be transitioning to phase 3 within a few drops. And what I think that will be is a longer period of time taken for the selling out of items and a lot more moderation in buying. Because what we saw on the previous one with the DeLoreans, people jumped in quick, hoarded, and then threw it out there to eBay, and the prices they went down quick. And I think a lot of people are left holding the bag on those commons. And because of that, I think the people who are looking to do these quick flips are going to think twice about hoarding, because they might be sitting on these things for a long time if they hoard. So this could be good for the everyday collector. It might be easier for us to get our favorites, to snag, a few commons, maybe one or two rares or ultra rares without an app crash. That's what I see happening. When we go to multiple drops, and if they keep increasing the numbers in these drops, I don't see the immediate sellouts being as frequent of an occurrence. Okay, so what do you think about that? What are your thoughts about future drops? And do you think we're going to continue to see sellouts, or will this start to modulate itself? I'd love to hear your comments on that. So, is the downtrend over? What are your thoughts there? What are we going to see in the market? Will we continue to see these prices getting lower and lower? Or are we going to have a bottom here and start to see the prices creep up? I saw it hit a bottom, come up, and then sail down for a second little dip, but it's not near as bad as what it was before. Let me know what you think about that. Also, when is this master collector program going to start in the OMI staking? Are you going to stake? I'm interested. I would stake my million because I'm not going to sell anytime soon. And if it gives me access to, first access to secret rares, ultra rares, and what have you, I'm game. I'm going to do it. I'll be like, yeah, first one in line. But they had the blog post about this back in 2019, so it's not news, even though some channels were reporting this as if it just happened yesterday. If you know what's going on with that, let me know in the comments, because I'm unclear. So correct me if I am wrong, but that is definitely old news. Other things that we need to look out for: a Binance listing. Is it happening? I think it is. I think some of those old pictures with Justin Sun might be, not Justin Sun, CZ. Those might not be indicative of a listing because they were old pictures. But with the recent information that we've seen being tweeted, I think that a Binance listing is about to come. So things could get pretty interesting. So that's about all I got. Stay tuned, because I will have a regular OMI technical analysis update coming for you pretty soon. I just wanted to talk strategy here and let you know what is yet to come. So let's keep this party going. It's just getting started. And hit me up and let me know if you would like a giveaway. And if you want to subscribe to my blog. This is Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro. That's about all I got. I'm out.